Good day, my dear students. Welcome again to this video series about salaries and wages. So this time we're going to discuss about computing monthly salary from annual salary. Okay, so this is part again of my video series for the first learning competency of the strengthened senior high school curriculum of the Philippines for the general mathematics. You, my dear learners, should be able to calculate weekly or monthly wages from an annual salary, wages from an hourly rate, including situations involving overtime and other allowances and earnings based on commission or piecework. Okay, so let us check the structure that we have created in the first video. So we are finished with the first four topics of this learning competency, and now we are down to the last topic of this learning competency, which is computing monthly salary from annual salary. Okay, so same thing goes in this video lesson. I want you to pause the video to try first answering the problem, and then afterwards you can play it again to check if your answers are correct. Okay, so for the first problem, please pause the video and please try to answer this problem. Problem number one, Maricel is employed as storekeeper in general merchandise shop in Zamboanga. She receives a daily pay of 480 pesos. In a particular month, she rendered work for 25 days. What is Maricel's total wage for the month? So in this problem, we are being asked for the total wage of the month. Okay, so we have the total monthly wage must be equal with the daily pay. So, daily pay tayo multiplied by the number of works or number of working days or number of days. Yeah. Number of working days. So, that is equal to, so the daily pay is 480 pesos multiplied tayo by 25 kasi nakalagay dito Marisol rendered 25 days, so we have 25. So that is equal to, in our calculator, that is 480 multiplied by 25. 480 multiplied by 25 days, so that is 12,000 pesos. So meaning to say, the daily or the monthly wage of Maricel is 12,000 pesos. So we can write it, or we can write the final answer as Maricel's total wage for the month is 12,000 pesos. And this is our final answer. Okay, so let us move forward to our next problem. I want you to pause the video and please try to answer this. Jomar is a janitor in a private school in Nueva Ecija. He earns 600 pesos per day. Last month, he worked 20 regular days and rendered 6 hours of overtime. He normally works 8 hours a day, and overtime is paid at 125% of his regular hourly rate. How much is Jomar's total monthly pay? Okay, so in this problem, you're being asked of how much is Jomar's total monthly pay. So total monthly pay, kailangan po natin i-consider lahat ng ginawa ni Jomar, including the overtime. So that is equal to the monthly income dun sa regular work plus the overtime pay. So dito muna tayo kay monthly income. So we have monthly income is equal to ilan po yung daily natin. So yung daily niya is 600. So we have here 600. Imo-multiply natin siya by the regular days of work, which is 20 regular days. So kaya imo-multiply natin siya by the 20. So that is equal to, so we have 600 multiplied by 20, that is equal to 12,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin po yung monthly income ni paring Jomar is 12,000 pesos. Okay, so yun po ay monthly income pa lang. We have the overtime. Sabi natin, di ba, kapag overtime, ano po kinoconsider natin? It is not the daily but the hourly. So, kailangan i-transform natin to into hourly rate. So, we have here the hourly rate. Alam natin na yung daily niya is 600 at ang isang regular na empleyado ay kailangan lamang na magsilbi ng ilang oras? 8 hours lang po. He normally works 8 hours a day. Kaya divide natin yan by 8. So that is equal to 600 divided by 8. That is equal to 75 pesos. So ibig sabihin si hourly natin is 75 pesos. So, si 75 pesos, siya na ngayon ang pwede nating maging basis of our overtime. So, 75 pesos tayo, i-multiply natin sa kung ilang hours po siya nagtrabaho ng overtime. Nakalagay dito, rendered 6 hours overtime. So, we multiply it by 6, multiplied by the multiplier because this is overtime. Basta class ang tatandaan, basta pag may extra effort, just like for example, the overtime, the night shift, lagi yan na may multiplier effect. O kaya naman halimbawa, special occasion, I mean, not special occasion, special holiday or regular holiday, pero nagtrabaho ka, lagi yung may multiplier. Opo, hindi pwedeng same lang sa regular na tinatrabaho mo. So that is 1.25. Bakit po 1.25 nakalagay dito? 125% of his regular hourly rate. This time naman, my dear students, diba, this is from percent, gagawing decimal. Sabi natin, diba, laging nag-move ng 2 places to the left. Kaya dito yung point niya. So, move 2 places to the left. So, that is 1.25. So, multiply natin. So, we have 75 here. So, multiply natin by 6. So, that is equal to 450. So, 450 pesos multiplied by 1.25. So, that is equal to 562.50. So, that is equal to, so yung overtime pay natin must be equal to 562.50. Okay, so aside from that, meron pa po ba siyang ibang pinagkakakitaan or iba, kung may commission ba siya? So, wala naman na ditong nakalagay. So, ibig sabihin, ito lang po yung pwede nating ma-consider sa kanya. So, let us just arrange. So, sabi natin, di ba, the total monthly pay must be equal with the monthly income. The monthly income is 12,000 pesos. So, we have here 12,000 pesos. Ipa-plus natin siya with our overtime. Ang overtime natin is 5,000 or 562.50. So, add natin by 562.50. So, that is equal to 12,562.50 pesos. Pero sabi natin this is a worded problem, so our answer should be Jomar's total monthly pay is 12,562.50 pesos. And this is our final answer. Okay? So for the third problem, again, pause the video for you to exercise your mastery. So sana po nakapag-try na. Let us now answer. Catherine is a product demonstrator in a department store in Sorsogon. She receives 590 as daily pay, a 1,200 transportation allowance monthly, and a 3% commission on her total monthly sales. In 1 month, she worked 25 days and generated 70,000 pesos in sales. How much is her total earnings for the month? So, total earnings ulit tayo. Kailangan nating i-consider lahat ng mga na income niya. So total earnings for the month. So yun yung tinatanong, kaya dapat yun yung hahanapin natin. What is the total earnings for the month? So equal siya saan po? Sa monthly income. Monthly income na kinikita niya dahil siya isang product demonstrator. Plus, nag-overtime siya, hindi. So, ibig sabihin, regular na manggagawa lamang si Catherine. Opo. So, ibinibigay niya lang kung ano yung hinihingi sa kanya. Hindi siya nag-overtime. So, monthly income, meron siyang transportation allowance. So, transportation tayo. Plus, ano pa yung mga kinikita niya? The commission. Okay, so for the monthly income muna tayo. For the monthly income, ang kailangan nating i-consider si daily. So monthly tayo, monthly income is equal to the daily. The daily is 590 pesos. Multiply natin sa kung ilang araw siya nagtrabaho nung month na yon. So nakalagay dito, she worked 25 days. So 25 tayo. So that is equal to 590 multiplied by 25. So 590 multiplied by 25, that is equal to 14,750. So we have 14,750 pesos. Okay, so tapos na tayo. Meron tayong transportation allowance. So transportation allowance for the month. So hindi na tayo mag-compute kasi ano naman siya given. So we have 1,200. Okay, so we have here the commission. For the commission, ang pinagbibisan is the sales. The sales is 70,000 pesos. So multiply natin siya by ilan po yung commission ibibigay sa kanya? That is 3%. So in decimal, that is 0.03. So that is equal to, so we have 70,000 multiplied by 0.03, that is equal to 2,100. So, meron siyang commission ng 2,100. So, for the total earnings for this month, we have the monthly income of 14,750. So, add natin siya by the transportation allowance of 1,200. So, add din natin yung commission natin na 2,100. So, that is equal to, in our calculator, so meron na tayong 2,100 plus 1,000, 1,200 plus 14,750. So that is equal to 18,050 pesos. So ibig sabihin po yung total earnings ni Catherine is 18,050 pesos. Catherine's total earnings for the month is 18,050 pesos. And this is our final answer. So I want you to pause this video. Please answer this on your own. So sana po na-try na. Domingo works as a coconut gatherer in Quezon Province and is paid 120 per sack of harvested coconuts. He works for 18 days each month, averaging 10 sacks daily. He aims to save 40% of his total earnings each month. How much is Domingo's income and how much does he save? Okay, so ang tinatanong dito dalawa, how much is Domingo's income and how much does he save? First, let us calculate the monthly income. So, this is a piecework type of problem. So, kada sack po na hina-harvest ni Domingo, yun ay nagkakahalaga ng 120 pesos. Ngayon, i-multiply natin yun sa kung ilang sacks ba yung nakukuha niya or nagagather niya araw-araw. So, nakalagay dito, averaging 10 sacks daily. Kaya, ibig sabihin po, i-multiply natin by 10. And also, i-multiply natin, since ito ay monthly income, ibig sabihin po, nakailang days siya no specific month na yon. So, nakalagay dito, 18 days. Kaya i-multiply pa natin by 18 days. So, 120 times 10, that is 1,200. 1,200 times 18. So, we have 1,200 multiplied by 18. So, that is equal to 21,600. So, yung monthly income ni Domingo is 21,600. So, itong 21,600 na ito yung income niya. So, pwede nating sagutin yung first problem as Domingo's income Okay, so now naman po, we need to calculate the savings. So for the savings tayo, savings, according to the problem, sabi dito, 40% of the total earnings for each month, yung gustong ma-save ni Domingo. So for this month, sabi natin we have 21,600. Imo-multiply natin siya by 0.040. I mean 0.40 because 40% in decimal, that is 0.4 or simply 0.40. So multiply natin by 21,600 multiplied by 0.40, that is equal to 8,640. So meaning to say, the savings of Domingo should be 8,640. So we can answer the second problem as Domingo saves 800 or 8,640 per month. And this is, or these are the answers. Okay? 5. Melanie repairs air conditioning units in General Santos City and earns 700 pesos per day. She works for 21 days each month, receives a 2,000 food allowance, and earns 400 for each additional unit repaired beyond her target. She worked 5 hours of overtime, paid at 125% of her hourly rate, and repaired 5 extra units this month. If she sets aside 20% of her earnings for emergency needs, how much did Melanie earn this month and how much did she save? Okay, so sana po na-try na. Let us now try to answer this question. So Melanie repairs air conditioning units in General Santos. So ano po yung mga tanong dito? So nakalagay dito, how much did Melanie earns? That is the first problem, kung ilan daw po yung earning niya sa month. And how much did she save? So dun muna tayo sa monthly earnings. So we have here the total monthly income. So, kailangan natin i-consider lahat ng ginawa niya. So, siya ay nagtatrabaho ng regular. So, that is 700. So, ibig sabihin po, the monthly income, i-add natin siya saan? Doon po sa, nag-overtime ba siya? Opo, nag-overtime. Nakalagay dito, she worked 5 hours of overtime. Kaya may OT siya. Overtime tayo. Ano pang meron siya? And also, meron siyang additional payment because nagre-repair pa siya beyond her target. So, additional na lang. For repairment po, opo. So, we have first the monthly income. So, for the monthly income, ang kailangan natin is a daily rate. So, for the monthly income, our daily rate is 700 pesos. So, imo-multiply natin siya sa kung ilang days siya nagtrabaho for the month. Nakalagay dito na 200 or nakalagay dito na 21 days siya nagtrabaho sa month na yon. So, we need to put 21. So, si 21 po, so 700 multiplied by 21, that is equal to 14,700. So, meaning to say, meron siyang 14,700. Okay, sabi natin 'di ba, ang overtime dapat naka-base siya sa per hour, hindi per day. Kaya itong 700 na ito, i-change natin siya into hourly muna, hourly rate. So in order for us to do that, i-divide lang natin sa kung ilang oras ba ang isang empleyado dapat nagre-render ng service niya according to the labor code. So that is hourly rate must be equal to 700 pesos divide tayo by 8. So that is equal to 700 divided by 8. So that is equal to 87.50 pesos. So ibig sabihin si Melanie ay may hourly rate na 87.50 pesos. Ito na po yung magiging basis natin of the overtime. So we have 87.50. Imo-multiply natin siya by sa kung ilan yung overtime niya. Nakalagay dito, 'di ba? 5 hours of overtime. So ibig sabihin dapat 'yan po yung kailangan natin. So we have 5 hours of overtime. Then may multiplier to kasi po this is overtime. Kailangan may multiplier that is 1.25. Okay, so multiply na natin 87.5 multiplied by 5 hours of rendered service, that is 437.5. So we have 437.50 multiplied by 1.25 as the multiplier. So that is equal to, multiply by 1.25, that is equal to 546.88 approximately. So that is equal to 546.88. Okay, so meron din tayong food allowance. Sa food allowance naman, wala na tayong ibang i-calculate. Bakit po? Kasi nakalagay dito na ano na siya, 2,000 fixed. So we have 2,000 for the food allowance. And also, meron kasi siyang masipag siya eh. So, doon sa kota niya, lumalampas pa siya ng pag-aayos. Kaya ibig sabihin, kailangan i-compute din natin yon si additional payment because of the additional repairs. So, additional payments, ilagay na lang natin AP for additional payment. So, nakalagay dito, nag-repair siya ng 5 extra units. At kada repair niya, anong nakalagay dito? Ilan po yun? Yung kinikita niya, 400 pesos. 400 pesos for each additional units repaired. So we have 400 times 5. So that is 400 times 5, that is 2,000 pesos. Okay? So, kompleto na ba? For the monthly income, meron na tayo. For the OT, overtime, ito na siya. For the food allowance, meron na rin. And for the additional payment, meron na rin. Okay, so we have the total monthly income must be equal to the monthly income of 14,700 plus the overtime pay of 546.88 plus the food allowance of 2,000 pesos and plus the additional payment of 2,000 pesos. So that is equal to, on our calculator, so ito na po yung sa overtime, i-add na lang natin yung iba. So we have 14,700 plus the 2,000 plus the 2,000 again, that is equal to, that is 19,246.88 approximately. So ibig sabihin po, the total is 19,246.88. So we can answer the first problem as Melanie's total monthly income is 19,246.88. Okay, so for the savings naman, let us not forget na nagsisave siya. So for the savings, so sabi dito, ilan po yung percent? 20% of the savings. Kaya ibig sabihin, si monthly natin na 19,246.88, i-multiply natin siya by the target of 0.20. So, in our calculator, that is equal to, multiply lang natin to by 0.20. So, that is equal to 3,849.34. So, we have 3,849.38, I mean. So, that is the savings. So, kaya pwede natin siyang sabihin, the second problem can be answered as Melanie's savings per month is 3,849.38. And these are our answers. Okay, so dalawa yung answer natin kasi dalawa yung problem. So now let us go back to the structure that we have created. So all of the subtopics are already achieved, meaning to say the first learning competency for the first quarter was achieved in this video series. Okay, so I'll also make video series for the next learning competencies for general mathematics. So please stay tuned in this YouTube channel. Okay? So that's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye po!